There's a go. All right. Don't tell anyone we've been live for a while, chat. It's our secret. The YouTube frogs will never know. All right. Well, copper border it is, I suppose. When is the Ream bundles this week, isn't it? Isn't it coming up? I also really like this Cerebro, but that involves playing the card Cerebro, and well, that's a psychological exercise I don't feel like participating in. This is tomorrow. Kill them with cuteness. I guess at least I get 6k tokens and 6k golds. It's fine value. I'm only buying it because I want the fucking variant. I don't even play this card that much right now. Although I have a 6 split for it. Although I do already have a good variant for it. If it wasn't for the Rian collection, I would definitely be passing. But I want to keep the collection alive. I actually love the Dan Hip for Gore. I think it's fucking awesome. Big fan of this one. Got a nice split on him too. Alright, let's do some more gaming. I like this deck. This deck's fun. This is my kind of MarvelSnap. This is the classic it's very classic type of deck. Bishop has been doing pretty alright. Just gives me those early day Sarah deck vibes. Obviously without like the control element, but definitely reminds me of the old school Sarah decks. I think the meta's in a pretty good place. Got a Red Guardian with Ink Gold Crackle a couple days ago. That's a nice one. Very nice. Do I Elsa first? Do I Bishop first? I think I Bishop first. No! That's really bad for me. Sub for Rocket, really any good 3. I've seen people do Cage, I've seen people do Killmonger, I've seen people do Sage. Also, they both went left. Fuck hell. That's bad. That's bad. Stop bullying me. They're bullying me. I guess double screen will do that though. Woo. Big Mysterio. Do have Big Mysterio. Maybe it'll work out. It's probably not good to play this, but I think I still am going to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, maybe it's okay? Yeah, because well, we'll see. Okay, they just kill Monger now. Alright. Oh. They clogged themselves, kind of? Okay. Oh, fuck. My ordering screwed me. Now I'm gonna get cannonballed. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Can I ever win? Seems unlikely. 0-0 shield, 3-5 nocturne. Cut the activate in half for Bullseye and remove 1 cost. Scream 2-1. I don't think they're... I would bet money they will never make a 0-0 shield. I think they are more likely to cut a power off of Sam. Basically, and I think KM said this too, and I kind of agree. Like, I do agree getting the free point is really, really strong. But I think when this turns into a 0 power rock in the games where you don't find Sam, it's going to make people hate the card. I don't think they're going to do that. I also don't think they're going to touch Bullseye. I think the most they would do... for Bullseye is, like, just cut a power from him randomly. I think a free stat point at the start of the game is a bad design they shouldn't explore. Well, that ship has already sailed. The genie is out of that bottle. I really don't want to get clogged. And I don't think it's going back in. Why wouldn't they? I guess they're worried about clogging themselves. Yeah, I'm not actually super convinced that Bullseye is too strong. I think Bullseye is more of a feelings thing. I think Bullseye gives you a similar feeling that Mr. Negative does. But without having as absurd output as Mr. Negative. It's just very, it's a very face-up deck that dies to tech, sometimes dies to itself. I think it's a good deck, but I think it's overrated in terms of, like, I think it gets talked about like it's this big unbeatable thing. And I don't really feel like it is. It's just pretty good. I think also a lot of people stay on it when they should not. I think people are bad about Cope staying into Bullseye, which is odd to me. The stats on it really are not that impressive. There definitely is counterplay to Bullseye. It just revolves around you playing tech cards, right? Like, let's see. What is it at right now? How is Bullseye doing right now? X. Oh, as discard we have no counterplay. Yes, yeah. It is just a points deck. Yeah. This is true. Okay. Can I ever have enough power to win this game? Maybe if we go... So I would need to add 11 mid, which... I guess I'm adding quite a bit with Bishop. So 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. So Monkey will be 11. The Monkey just wins the middle. Right? I think this is right. No, I don't really feel like counting, so let's just see. Sure. Damn. Oh no, we win. We win. Close. Yeah, LDS is very good against them too. Yeah, Ultimate Magneto's a newer one. Yeah, basically my understanding is they looked at discard and were like, the most winning cards in discard are Morbius and MODOK, and so they tapped a point from MODOK. I do think it's just one of those decks though, when they have like the nuts or when they get the really good draw and you don't have tech, it feels like they just roll over you, and I understand that not being something people like. But I don't think it's actually a big balance outlier. I have a Nimrod for this altar. That's kind of sick. Will it be good enough? I don't know. We're gonna try though. I need a way to get into the altar. Oh, they have better ways of doing that than me. Yeah, I agree that things that feel worse to lose to usually get more focused on, right? All right, let me look. We want, let's look at top 10% last 7 days for Bullseye. You think it's gonna be worse than Kahori? Maybe. It's not impossible. What's up, David? Tech cards are important, but which one feels the most bad when used against you? I think it depends on your deck, right? We'll do this. For me, it's Super Scroll. Super Scroll makes me mad. Super Scroll makes me upsetty spaghetti. Yeah, I think Ultron Surfer will be fun. Alright, do we just YOLO this Bob? I think I do. How's it going with this deck? Pretty good so far. It's been working. I grabbed in Fandy Ticket with it earlier. They're snapping me. Do do do. think Sauron, I hate Shang. Ongoing, I hate Enchantress, etc. Yeah, I think it varies. Super Scroll just always makes me upset because if Super Scroll is meta, I think that just usually means not great things, in my humble opinion. All right, so we're gonna move the shield because one of the nice things about the Scream matchup is you can use the shield to bite the bullet and then just throw the shield away. Oh my god. Well, that's not good. Red Guardian was one that had the a lot of people were calling for nerfs on for a while, but he's not as common as he used to be. Interestingly enough. Uncle Benjamin. Yeah, it could be new Scream enjoyer. It was much more common before Sam Wilson was like 50% of the meta, yeah. Although he's still pretty good against Sam, but I think it's just the decks changed a bit. Before it felt like it was very free to run him. It's annoying. I am still front page tomorrow. What's up, Ika? How's it going? Front page stream tomorrow. Do I get denied the Elsa buff because of this, or do I not? I do. That's such nonsense. That's such nonsense. There are 4 cards. Fucking cheating. Actual cheating. So how do I win? Copium to me. Wait, what? Really? We coped a little bit too hard. We huffed a little bit too much copium. Do 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 do. Are bots in Conquest now? Bots have always been in Conquest, but they are very, very rare. They're usually only see them if you're like a new player. They used to be a little bit more common when Conquest was still kind of new, but nowadays they're very rare. Did I already craft Ultron? No, not yet. That's on the docket for today. Yeah. There are none of them in Infinity Conquest. I think it can only be in silver and gold. And they're very rare. They are very rare. Like, I haven't seen one in months. I don't like this. I'm gonna play it out, though.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Boo. Isn't it a bot? Yeah, when you're a brand new player, it guaranteed gives you a bot. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Bum, 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 bum. Anyway, back to the Bullseye thing. This is top 10% infinite. The most popular Bullseye deck actually has a negative cube rate. This one's doing positive. Running. So Bullseye's running tech now? That's kind of funny. I know this is from Unhelpful Yoda. Really? I thought they would pull me to the right. I really don't want to get death striked, but I can't really move it, so... I'm getting death striked. Yeah. Ouch. That's rough. Bullseye have similar stats before the MODOK nerf. I think it was pretty similar as to what we're seeing now. Oh, fuck off. Actually so annoying. You're dead anyway, but... I mean, they got so fucking lucky with these locations, too. So many good Scream locations for them. Keys or tokens tomorrow? I'm going to use tokens and then probably keys for the spotlight. Since it's one of the last spotlights. But yeah, if we look at... even top 50%, it's like this... the deck's just not a performance outlier. It's very... mediocre cube rate, pretty close to 50% win rate. So I don't think they're going to nerf it. Even across all of Infinite, it's like the smaller sample ones seem to be doing better, but when you look at like the larger sample, it seems to go down. It's just like it's just one of those decks where it feels bad to lose to, and I think that makes people feel like it's stronger than it is. I think you remember the games where they fucking make a 32 power Dakin or whatever, or like get a good location, but it seems fine. GG, bloody body. Let's see. These are the most popular cards. Shang, Iron Patriot, Sam. Rock and Groot still up there. Still being played a lot. Good nerf. Bullseye's like hella. It feels bad to lose to. I feel like you can't do much unless you tech against it specifically. Well, it's not as bad as Hela, because Hela, the tech against Hela was like not effective at all. You can very effectively tech against Bullseye. But yeah, it's like, I think it gives that similar feeling of Hela or negative, where it's like if you aren't rocking the stuff that is good against them and they get the nuts, they probably are going to roll over you. I think it's just overestimated how often they get the nuts. I think people assume that they get the nuts more often than they do. Rip. Feels ad, man. Or that's not. What's it? Adge? Yeah, it's this one. So, how are things looking here? Popularity. Control has had a downtick. Let's look since the patch. Oh, no, latest patch. How are things shaking out post OTA? Have I done Infinity Ultron decks yet? Nope, we're doing those today. That's something we're gonna do today. Thanks for the follow, Bronze Savage. Okay. I mean, this looks pretty promising. So, decks that are above the pack in win rate right now look to be Thanos Zoo, which is really just Thanos ongoing, and Scream. Both look to be performing a little better than most of the other decks, as does Ajax. Sauron's doing pretty good, even though it's like not high play rate. Patriot. Is someone actually winning with a Patriot deck? A tier. 44% win rate. Minus 0.18 cubes. Yep, that's an A tier deck if I've ever seen one. The fuck? Find Patriot decks. I guess some of these are doing positive. These don't look good though. These look not great. What's up with the Ajax rate? Cam put it high up on his tier list. Probably give it a bump. Ajax has been good like this whole time. It's just Ajax ebbs and flows. I think people just get I think people get tired of playing it and then forget it exists and then come back to it. Yeah, this is literally just like ongoing Thanos, but worse. Yikes, that's rough. Can we talk about how bad and boring Captain Carter is? Yeah. It's been a little rough. Been a little rough for Miss Carter. Does not paint a promising picture. The Doom deck remains copium. Yeah, the amount of Luke also affects Ajax. But Carter triples her buffs. Yeah, can you refund a season pass? Technically you can. They take a lot of gold from you. We're all sleeping on her? I don't buy it, man. I mean, it's not an unplayable card. This is probably the best deck I've seen with it. It's just she's not the reason this deck is good. I think it's probably better without her. But she's okay. Just very mediocre. The juice ain't worth the squeeze of building around it. But there have been worse season pass cards. Significantly worse season pass cards. Just not moving the needle. I need to get 350 games with a 17% win rate. Well, I would start by looking at the card choices in this deck. This feels like someone who's farming boosters. This isn't a deck. This is not a real deck. She probably... I don't think she would be too good at 4 power. That's my hot take that I'm... That's the hill I'm dying on is... I think the card would be significantly more playable as a 4/4. I think it'd actually feel good to build around. The other thing that I do not think enough people talk about with this card is the... because of its cost, it's harder to get it in... Like, you have less time to get it in the front row. If you don't get it in the front row, the card is so much worse. And then if you do get in the front row, you still have to commit to filling the back row. Unless you just, like, bluff. But yeah. I think giving it a bump up would be good. Make it a little more interesting. She should be a 1-cost card? No, that'd be wild. What if she was a 2/2? I think, yeah, anything you do to make the card cheaper would be a massive buff. Even if it had less power. I think part of the reason it's so awkward is because the condition... And I've noticed this playing it a bunch. Feels like she should have swapped with Dugan. Yeah, like, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like the condition is awkward for a 4-drop. But they don't want to make a card... Like, if they made it a 2 or something, they'd have to, like, redesign it a bit. I don't think you can make a 2-drop that actually scales. You know? Like, I think if you made it like a 2-drop or a 3-drop, it'd have to be a flat rate. It couldn't be a scale up, you know? Honestly, if you want the secret to getting the 8 missions done very quickly, just play her in Thanos ongoing. Statistically, you will draw her less often than in other decks. and she's okay. No one's able to place Carter in the front row against Scream decks. Yeah, that's another thing, is like one of the better decks right now is good at fucking up your placement too. So having cards that care about placement even more than normal is it's gonna have a rough time into the Scream stuff. Yeah, if you were to make this card cheaper, they would have to get rid of the scaling. They wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to have the same text. 11 of Cards best deck is the one where you draw it the least. Yeah. Scream is an OP. I don't think I'd call Scream OP, but it's definitely like top of the food chain right now. It's impressive that Scream has gone through a number of direct and indirect nerfs, and that deck just still keeps chugging along. But yeah, if they wanted to decrease the cost of this card, it would have to be a static buff. And I think it's more fun not being a static buff, which is why I stand by. I think the way you make this card more enjoyable is just giving it a point. Give it a point, make it worth building around more. And I think the design's cool. I like the design of it. It's just like a little awkward. I think because you have to really plan around it and build your deck around it, it should be worth that extra point. Scream definitely has a presence. Scream, so this is patched since the OTA. Scream's the second most popular deck. The presence is growing. I think people are becoming more aware that Scream is really good. I don't know why they weren't already aware, but they're becoming more aware. Best card line is just straight up Steve, Peggy, Iron Man for 30 power. Yeah, I mean, it like works. Like, I played it in Ongoing Thanos. It's fine. It's not terrible in that deck. Thanos, because of the stones, you can like support it pretty alright. You have your ongoing support. It's like Larval and Spectrum can buff it. It's fine. It's not the most optimized version of the deck, but it's more than playable. But I think it's that's just it being carried by Thanos being good. So right now, most popular deck are still these control piles. People love their mid-range stuff. Part of the reason this is the most popular, though, is because I think this is like a wide variety of decks. Yeah, like the control classification is very broad. Best Scream deck in High Infinite? We can look. I imagine it's the Uncle Ben one. Yeah. Latest patch, the most played deck at High Infinite is Uncle Ben's Scream. I still don't love Shang in these decks. I usually prefer Enchantress, personally, but... This one has a higher win rate, but a lower cube rate, and a lower sample. But I mean, I think... Let's consider it High Infinite. Well, when I look at the stats, I always look at top 10%, which is 2200 and up. But it's all relative. But that's the highest we see for the untapped stats. But I mean, I think Cam was pretty on the money. These are the three most popular, best performing decks right now. Scream, Ajax, Thanos. Thanos is really good. Thanos is really, really good. I've played a lot of Thanos. Thanos has been my go-to, I need to get my daily missions done deck. You know if Spotlight keys from album awards are being converted to tokens at the same rate? I don't think they're going to convert old ones, but I think new ones are going to have better offers. I don't think they've ever retroactively changed. Although, wait, no, they definitely will retroactively change the keys as album awards, because otherwise they'd be useless. I don't think they're going to change anything but the keys, but yeah, they should change the keys to 3K tokens. Because, like, you can't give people a key from an album when the keys don't do anything. Right? So I imagine they'll convert. They did say it'll change to 3K. Okay, so I guess it's confirmed. Yeah, I thought they were asking about the token rates at first. I finished a lot of albums, surprisingly. Still waiting for that Rian album next month. Bum, 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 bum. I would like them to do more character albums again. These are nice. They were always so free. But yeah, they'll convert these to 3K, which is good. I'm looking forward to packs. I think I'm going to try and time the video I was planning for the pack release. I was going to put it out before, but I think it'll do better if I time it near the pack release. Yeah, it was how they gave some of the React emotes. Getting closer to 3x value. I'm one off of this one. It's a good one. Mastery and character album, bait and switch. Yeah, they literally made character albums because they're like, well, this is like mastery at home. The Galactus OK is funny. I'd probably get some mileage out of this one too. Yeah, I largely stopped caring about albums outside of collecting the Rian ones because I like them. These I got all for free. I've just been pulling these. They're all rares, aren't they? I like that they've been doing more all rare albums. Like, I love these variants. I didn't feel like spending gold on them, but I look forward to getting them randomly on the collection track over time. Especially this Malekith. This Malekith is fire. I really liked these. Also, it has the Howard emote. I love the Howard emote. Yeah, I haven't been as many Max Grex. Also, Howard Vacation is pretty good. I only need 4 for the Howard emote. Shouldn't be that hard to get. Yeah, I hope Sanctum is the next mode that comes back. That would be nice. I cut the tokens in half from the data mines. Oh, and the album, was it 3K before? Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Diner is definitely something. Diner is an experience. I wonder what they're gonna do to make it not suck as much. Because clearly I think they're planning something. But I think, at least in terms of my enjoyment, I think Deadpool Designer is just inherently flawed. I don't think it's ever gonna be a mode I'm super into. But yeah, in terms of like enjoyment, Sanctum definitely is my most enjoyed mode. Mainly because it just feels different. I like how it feels really different. I think that's what they got right with Sanctum, and even High Voltage feels different, but I had more fun with Sanctum. Oh, they're Nomura. I wasn't expecting that. Wait, I get priority here. It's gonna be hard to get priority. I'll just do it now. I hope they greed the Odin. Oh. Well. Good news for me that they played that. So they're gonna add 5 to the middle, right? So they go up to 13. I go down. I snap. I beat. Well, I guess I don't beat Odin in the middle. So I think that's just this. Oh, maybe I should have put Mysterio on the right. I forgot I was gonna get a buff from the Pim. Yeah, it is just Odin. So yeah, I should have put the real Mysterio on the right. That might cost me. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't. We would have lost with real Mysterio on the right still. Yeah, I feel like the amount of people playing Post Infinite has gone down. I do think Steiner does do a good job of teaching you better snapping habits. I think that's true. I just don't find the hook of the mode to be that interesting to me. But that's probably because I already understand the snapping habits. We don't know about Toxie, but there was a data mine update where it said she was releasing when that releases, so maybe. Because the thing with the bonus cards is the bonus cards aren't always themed to the season. Like how we got Uncle Ben during Sanctum, you know. Sometimes they are not themed with the season. Oh, this is fun. We get to be like, who's the Nomura deck now? That's me. It was a meme they finally released. And yeah, now he's in the top tier deck. Based Ben. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a lull in the player base right now because the last few cards have been kind of boring. I've noticed it on like general viewership and Snap too. It's like a little bit down right now. Oh. Oh. Concerning.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You know what's not concerning though? This raid from Devilish Plates. What's up, dude? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream. Check them out. They're gonna add 20. I'm just cooked. I am unfortunately very cooked. right? The best I can do. The best I can do is like this, this. No, it's this, this. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. I don't think it's enough, but can't say we didn't try. We're trying our best. The Kohori pumping the Nebula was unfortunate. Maybe I should have gone for the middle. Could I have it outdone 20? No, I definitely didn't have power to do 20 in the middle. We were close. We were pretty close. Literally 1 point. 1 point off. The Bishop buff almost saved us. Yeah, we literally just needed Kohori to hit the middle 1 time and we win that game. Unlucky. So I wonder how they'll solve Spotlight variants with the new system. Will they be time exclusive, unable to get later through any means? I think they're just not doing Spotlight variants anymore. Maybe they'll eventually reintroduce something like that, but I think they're just going to not do them. And they'll eventually bring back the old ones, but if I skip Kohori this week, Series 5 Snap Pack will have her plus Ross. It's the only other card I don't have. Well, so here's what's cool about this. With the seasonal packs, you can just a Snap Pack, if you have all the current releases when Snap Packs come out, it'll just be Kohori, because Ross will be in the collector's packs. Where are my first edition badges? Now that's the real question. But yeah, if you skip her this week, yeah, Ross is old. Because, well, I guess Ross was Brave New World, right? So I guess Ross will still be in there right as they release, but as soon as the season rolls over, I think he'll be gone. First edition badges still aren't a thing? No, they axed those like a long time ago. They never did them. It's become like a meme. Two seasons ago. Well, is it? Oh yeah, because it wasn't last season, right? Last season was January, February. What was March? What was this? Oh, Agamotto. Yeah. You're right. It is old. It is old. I forgot about Agamotto. Yeah, Agamotto season's the one. That is correct. Watch me get shanged. That'd be so sad. Ah, fuck you! You fucking rat. Oh my god. Fuck you. A lot of people forgot about Agamotto. Oh, I'm cooked. Or am I? I think I'm cooked. We'll see. The punches left. Assuming that's C-ball. Might be okay. Go left. Wait, I still win. Hog. Hold the key on Bob, debating whether to continue for Kahori. He's okay. Not a must-have, though. Yeah, I think Agamotto decks are pretty good. It's just like... I think a lot of people are low-key not good at playing them. Bishop dub, hell yeah. Oh, this hand was slow. My hand was slow and they had a good opener. Do, 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 do.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
That's awkward. It's awkward. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, yeah. Virtual currencies sure are something, aren't they? They sure are. Oh, so annoying. If I put bishop mid would be okay. Probably not. I could. No, the Bob moving isn't good enough. Yeah, Agamotto's got to be the fastest I think a season pass card has fallen off in terms of popularity after its season. At least in recent times. See a Kingpin. R.I.P. Bozo. It's annoying. is annoying. Captain Carter faster drop off. Hey, you can't drop off if you never like we're at the top, right? There's no off to drop. They're gonna play like a Miles and then Spider-Man or Rocket and Groot or something, I would think.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. Perfect. Do 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 do. Well, the good news is they can't really C-ball me. I mean, I guess they can. They're giving up here, though. Got him. Agamotto is actually one of my favorite cards they've ever made. I think Agamotto is underappreciated, to be honest. Big fan. I should play his decks more. It's just I played so much of him last month. Kitty. It's Miss Kitty Pride. Was it more numbers to try and use grapple to get a hit off Elsa? Maybe? Although we would have still got we would have got hit by Scream. Fuck you, Kingpin. Go back to New York. Yeah, I was a big fan of what they did with Agamotto. Ah, this worked out well. I'm a little worried because if they punch me out of Mojo World, that's awkward. But we gotta make him fight for it. Rude. That's awkward. I just leave this here. Do this. Oh, God. Well, I think we're dead. But we are incentivized to play it out. No harm in staying. But I don't think our odds are looking very good. In fact, they're looking quite the opposite of good. I mean, it's fine if they don't find Cannonball or, they can't find Cannonball or Stegron. We're pretty okay. I imagine they are going to find one of them, though. Yeah, because Sam's getting bullied. Magneto's the last card? It could be. Although, this looks like pretty standard list. Well, they wasted the Stegron on that? What are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. Stegron basically wins you the middle every time. Why would you do that? The only way they do that is if they have Cannonball, right? So they probably do. We could try and win the right, but I don't. We'd have to put all our resources, and even then, I don't think it's enough. So we'll do. Like an average thing they would put in. The biggest thing I can put is this, but I think I need this elsewhere. I think I'll just do this. Saw in the Q&A video how Secondary plans on including Spotlight variants in the shop. Do they ever clarify how they'll be obtainable? No, not yet. I don't think they have that figured out yet. Scream gets the 2 power, yes, but I figured they were going to do something to get the 2 power on Scream anyway. Oh, they actually just screwed themselves? Although I think I still lose. Actually, no. I think I win. Do I win? I don't know. Math. I wish I put the real Mysterio on the left now. Yeah, I think I lose. Just barely. Rocket and Groot still pretty good. Even if I put the real Mysterio on the left, it wasn't enough. What do you think would make for a fair way of offering it to players? I mean, I think they're just gonna put it in either a shop for tokens or back in its own spot in like the gold shop. They probably just want them to be a midpoint between Ultimates and 1200s is what I would assume. Actually, maybe I should have put it in the middle. Take all variants be available all the time. I think if they did that, they would jack up the prices to offset FOMO losses. Which is unfortunate, but that's what I would expect. You know what else is unfortunate? These locations. Yikes. Good news is I have Prio, though. Which is nice. Rude. You. Alright, we got Hitmonkey stuff. Am I getting cannonballed here? That'd be wild. Oh, it's Arrow. Wow, did he get all the buffs? He got 2 of them. That's a lot. Value. think this should be good. Looking good to me. Big monkey. That funky monkey.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
We casseroled him. I need to fix my emote thing so it's in the right spot. Well, this is good. It's giving me some time to grind out some medals. I haven't played very much Conquest this month. Do need to go to decks. Okay. Yeah, it's working well. I mean, see how we've been doing with it today. Four and 2 in Conquest. Seems decent. Pretty good. It's felt very reasonable. It's a pretty modifiable deck. Like, I think Rocket and Groot is probably your flex spot. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how they go with the season pass cards, because next month is SMA, who seems pretty strong in the right deck, and then Merlin, who seems decent. Am I the only one who thinks Wins is way too ridiculous? Wins is very strong, don't get me wrong. I think all of the Agamotto abilities are quite strong. It's just balanced by the fact that you have more inconsistency, I think. Like, if you could put Wins in a 12-card deck, I think it'd be pretty nutty. Be a new best-in-slot Scream card. That's for sure. But I think those are all pretty balanced well in Agamotto. This card has the trade-off of, I swear, half the time you get this card, you draw Agamotto and then you're sad before you can play it. Wind's is definitely one of the best ones because it's so flexible, and sometimes like clogging up with it can be really good. Bolts gets really out of hand with locations. I want to try Agamotto with Ultron. Maybe it's Ultron deck brewing time. Maybe that's what we'll do right now. Take a short break from playing the game and do some deck building for the new card. Bandy Ultron, Luna Snow. What do you say you don't want to draw Agamotto there? Oh, when you have this card in your hand, you don't want to draw Agamotto because it's drawing it for you. So if you draw the Agamotto, then this card goes from being draw a card, give Agamotto +3 power, to just giving Agamotto +3 power. It essentially denies you a draw if you draw him naturally. And in a deck with extra cards, any free draw you can get or cheap draw is very valuable. What are these other tabs I have open? This was just untapped. These are bundles. Yeah, -5 is a lot. It definitely is a lot. All right, Surfer. So, what else are we putting in this deck? I thought it could be kind of cute to do Snow Guard and Quinjet to give us more 3s that we can reduce alongside Ultron. But maybe that's too cute. I don't know. Let's look through the 3s and figure out what we want. Ian, Surfer, Ultron. GM or Wong? GM could be interesting. I think Wong's too slow. I think we will want a Red Guardian. Oh, you know what we could do to be mean? I have an idea. So we want that. We want... I feel like Makari could be good. If you proc Infinity Ultron again, if they said it, you can get duplicate stones. You should be able to. What's up, CryGN? How's it going? This card is going to be a good Surfer card, isn't it? You get a copy of your Surfer, your Brood, make it a 3/4. Seems good. Seems good. Ooh. Got around a Brood. Are Infinity Ultron stones considered created in hand? Yes. He does add them to hand. It's going pretty good. We've had some fun playing some Kitty Pryde stuff. Now we're doing some deck building. So I want Gorgon to make other opposing Infinity Ultron players sad. What else do we want? I think Esme would be bad in the Victoria deck. Might be okay. The deck has some okay hits, I guess. We do some Blink shenanigans. Yeah, we can try doing some Blink stuff. It's on the list of things I want to try out. Let's see. Let me look at... What are the more popular Surfer decks doing right now? Decks. Surfer. Gonna be another OTA before the season ends. So OTAs are every 2 weeks. So we had one on the 11th. So the next one will be the 25th. So yes. Galacta, yeah, we probably need Galacta in here. Galacta. Kind of liking Makari. I think Makari is often an underrated Surfer card. Copycat? Oh, I like that. Copycat's great because everyone's going to be playing Infinity Ultron, so why pay 5 for it when you could pay 3? We're probably going to have more than one Surfer deck. But this is how we're trying it to start. What would I like to see the most out of the next OTA? I really just want them to buff or rework a card in an interesting way. That's what I miss the most from OTAs currently. Because I feel like the last few haven't really brought up cards a whole ton. And I would really like to see some of the cards that aren't very good have a bit better time. So we want another 2-drop. It's probably just Sam Wilson, if we're being honest. It's kind of funny that Sam ended up becoming a bit of a Surfer card. It could be Forge, too, if we want another way to buff the Brood. Forge doesn't have that much other synergy. Unless we run Shaw. So, let me look at the stones again. 3/2, double Infinity Ultron's power. 3/1, add a drone here, set its power to Infinity Ultron's. 3-1. Put a card from your hand here. 3-4. Oh, this is a 3-4? Sheesh. Move the lowest power enemy card here to the location of Infinity Ultron. Yeah, I guess Forge buffing the Ultron isn't bad then. That's true. On reveal, for each of your full locations, give one of your cards their +2. And then this one is literally Wong. Kahori Shaw. I think if we run another 4-drop, it would be although I guess Kahori has some Ultron synergy, but you're usually not playing her after Ultron, I guess, unless we get lucky and ramp. Which is what we want to do with this deck, but it's not going to happen every time. We have 2 spaces left. Probably one more 3 and one more 4, maybe. I'm thinking of Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man's always been pretty good for copying stuff. We could copy a Stone, we could copy the Surfer, we could copy a Brood, curve out. Sarah could work for alternate Luna ramp. True. The only thing is, I don't know how good. I feel like Sarah's not amazing in this I feel like I'd rather run Hope than Sarah. Because Sarah's never helping us with the Ultron game plan, right? I mean, I guess actually, well, you could go like Sarah, you could go Ultron into Sarah and then Stone thing. Or actually, yeah, using Luna to ramp into Sarah is kind of cool too. Yeah, I like that. You've sold me on Sarah. Alright, so in that case, we probably need one more 3 then. Go all in on stealing with Ultron, Copycat, Zemo, and Morph. That'd be wild. Sauron and Loki count, or you mean in terms of like Adam Warlock overall? I just want something that makes me interested to engage with some of these more underplayed, boring cards. But I think Sauron was a great way to do that. Like, I think making Sauron a 2-drop made that card way more interesting to play with. So yeah, something like that would be cool. It doesn't have to be like a full functional rework. Just something that breathes new life into some of these underplayed cards. So we want another high impact 3-drop, basically. Nocturne. Nocturne always just feels kind of mid to me. Like at that point, I think I usually just play Rocket and Groot at that point, which could be a fine inclusion. We could also go for some tech, a Mobius. We could go for a Negasonic. Shaw's also not a bad idea. Might do Shaw. Jug's also good. There's so many good 3s. There's so many good 3s to consider for Surfer. It's always tough. Always tough to decide for Surfer. Cassandra's okay, but the thing I don't like about Cassandra is like she gets so much worse every turn you wait. I'm leaning towards Shaw. Just because he's a pretty big body, gives us another Forge target. Yeah, sure, I'd be happy to see it, Cougar. Mobius also not a bad one to consider, but... And Jug is always a classic. WND Samurai, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Can't go wrong with the Jug sometimes. I don't think this deck wants an extra turn. Or I don't think it needs it. Although, I wonder if there will be a Infinity Ultron deck that runs Magic. I'm going to put in Shaw for now. And we'll probably do a few variations of the Surfer deck. Yeah, it's good with the lane buffing one. True. Or it can be. Builder. Alright. Let's do a ramp one. So we do Luna. Blink. Now the real question is, what else are we doing with this? We could make this an Isan deck. Actually, what if I just modified there was a deck I saw. Okay, let's look at Cougar's list real quick. Ooh. This is interesting. An ongoing take. I can dig that. Little Victoria hand value. I like the Snow Guard. That's something I wanted to try too. This is very interesting. Yeah, and he got enough ongoing for Cap to be good. He's very good with Moonstone. Yeah, this looks like a cool way to build it. Yeah, I like what you've got going on here. I do wonder how good Frigga will be. Frigga's a card I'm definitely on the fence about, but it makes sense with Victoria. Do some fun things. Would I recommend Luna? I've got her pinned and been considering picking her up for the ramp. Did the Luna bundle go away? Because this would be my, if you're considering Luna, this would be the way I would get it. But if you don't have the gold, that's understandable. I like Luna. She's kind of a niche card, but I think tomorrow she's going to have a lot more application with Ultron. I think this is a pretty good bundle if you don't have her. I like the variant for it a lot. Is there another event soon? Event like what? Good variant. Turn 5, you can play a 3 and Frigga. Oh yeah, because of Quinjet. That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Cool synergy. Oh, like after high voltage? Is there another event? They haven't said anything, but they're probably... I think they're gearing up to do an event a month, is the idea. I was looking for... There was a cool deck. There was a cool deck from Dr. Shrimp, Puerto Rico. See if I can find it. He had a cool Isan deck that I feel like Infinity Ultron could be cool in. Let me find it. Here it is. Question is, what do I cut to make room for it? I guess you just cut one of the big boys for Infinity Ultron. Aranya, Ghost Spider, Maw. I mean, we could just build it without War Machine too, but I like War Machine with Electro. And I like Isan. Infinite. Iron Patriot. So the last card he had here was Valentina. And then he had Magneto as another big thing. Oh, I didn't put Red Wing in the deck. Oops. What did I... How did I... I must have put in a card he didn't have. Isan, Infinite. This is taking Magneto's place. Blink. War Machine, Electro, Luna. How... This isn't adding up. Oh no, he's just not running Red Wing in this one. This is just not running Red Wing. What the fuck? It's just not... No Red Wing here. I mean, we could just run no Red Wing. I'm confused about why these are in here, though. I see. Huh. So these are just like sneaky pull your card away. I mean, I guess I could see like if you Ghost Spider the Isan into another land or something, that's kind of cool. Isan on 5, Ghost Spider it elsewhere on 6. I don't know if I like the Aranya though. I don't think you need 2 ways of doing that if you're not running Bird. We could also put the Bird in this deck in place of Valentina, since we have Ultron as another way to generate cards. Just jam in Mr. Red Wing. Because I like having more ways to get out the Infinity Ultron. I think I'm going to just cut Valentina for Red Wing. Because they were already running only 2 activators. You cut Iron Patriot over Val. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We don't have good Iron Patriot follow-ups, right? And I guess on average, for the Valentina card's probably better. I think that seems okay. What else do we want to do? I do like the idea of maybe trying to build a deck where Blink and Ultron are the only things that cost more than 3. So you just always blink into Ultron. That'd be cool. Marbles. We could do some marbles. I'm gonna wait for the ad to end though. Infinity Ultron, Blink. What kind of deck can we manage? We build in a way where it's like low cost stuff. Zoo doesn't really work because Zoo wants to run some high end. Okay, well, I don't know if this is going to be very good, but I feel obligated to try. I feel obligated to try. Thanos. Make a Thanos one. Could be kind of cool. Although we are going to want to run at least Bird. We're going to want to run Luna. We're going to want to run How else do we want to build this? Is there any other ramp shenanigans we could do? We could go massive deck with Agamotto. I don't think that will help with our consistency, though. Quite the opposite. Electro Blink. I don't know if I love Electro, and it's just because Thanos, if you don't get the blink, Electro is awkward. Thanos wants to be playing multiple cards when he can. But I do like the idea of a lower curve Thanos, so we can blink to get Ultron, or at worst, Bird, I guess. We want Sam. Sam's a given. We want... Yeah, if you drew Ultron and Blink, then it's still awkward. So it's good to have one more target, I guess. It's fine. Seems fine. What else do we want in here? I mean, it might just be... Might be a Goliath, just because Thanos stones have so many ongoings. We could put in a Quinjet, but then we need to run some more stuff for it. I mean, we could do Jet to make the stones cheaper, and then throw in an Iron Patriot. Wiccan's probably a good idea. I like that idea. Wiccan good. So now we just need our low end curve. What cheap cards do we want to run in Thanos? I mean, could just be an Ant-Man. Let's do some of the Zooey cards. Yeah, Ant-Man Goliath, I think, seems good. So we probably need to fill out our curve with 2s and 3s for these last cards. To help with the Wiccan curve. We probably want at least one more 2. Oh, Dazzler. Yeah, Dazzler. Dazzler good. And speed's fine too. Let's look at our options though. So many good 3s. Probably Copycat, actually. We're probably going to play Copycat. Because of Infinity Ultron Day. It gets us more Infinity Ultrons. We could run Red Guardian if we want some tech. This is just being an ongoing deck with 2 different cards. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Thanos right now, is like the ongoing cards are so good in it. No reason not to jam them in with Thanos. I think it'll still play different enough, though. We could put in Captain America for the shield, and we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then all the stones. I'm gonna end up Prof for Thanos. I'm not a Prof fan. He just feels too copium to me. Captain Carter, surely. I also want to keep it cheaper because of the blink. Yeah, I'm leaning towards cap or speed. Both seem good. Mobius also not bad. What's up, Anakin? We'll put in speed. I'm thinking about what's his name? Thinking about Gorgon over Dazzler. I think I'd rather have points. Thanos. Bandy Ultron. Do do do. Can we do like a, what does a generation deck with this look like? So we put in Quinjet, we put in Infinity Ultron, we put in, I guess we could do Victoria. They would destroy Ultron opponent Infinity Ultrons. True. What if I don't have Thanos, Ultron, Blink, Copycat, Speed, or Goliath? Yeah. Luna into Dino. Yeah. Dino will save the day. Snowguard, Moonstone. Frigga. Kahori, surely. We could put Kahori in here. Wouldn't be the worst idea. We are going to put in Gorgon because we're mean. We need more generations, so Iron Patriot fits the bill. Verdict on Kahori, fine card. A little boring, but it's okay. Should we make a deck around the stones themselves? The thing is, you can't really dedicate to building around the stones themselves because you're not going to get Ultron all the time, and you're never going to get the... You never know what stones you're going to get. Kate, yes. Definitely Kate. So that should be enough card gen. We have Gen. That's enough card
Surprise,
gen.
motherfucker.
Jet Raid, what's up, Jet? How's it going, homie? Hope the stream was good. Do any more drawing today? We got to show off the drawing from the other day. It was very good. Let's see. Also, people are here just in time for marbles. Also, look at this. While snap packs are coming on 29th, players who don't immediately update their game will still see the Spotlight Cash system. Forced update will be required on May 1st. Lower the cards and variants that will be available during this time. So if you want these, don't update your game right away. I personally don't care. The raid is assigned, add Phoenix Force. Oh boy. Look at how good this came out. This is actually fire. Doing this in paint is insane. Like, that's so much better than anything I could do in Microsoft Paint. It came out very good. Jet the Goat, it's true. Check out Jet for quality art streams. So what are we left with here? What are we left with? What are we missing? All right, have a good night, Jet. Thanks for the raid. Take it easy. We can put in Kahori. This deck should be a Kahori deck. We have a shit ton of card generation. That only makes sense. And then, what's the last card? What is the last card? We could do some tech. We could do speed. Speed does give us another good thing for Moonstone. I can buy it. Because right now our ongoings are mainly Jet, Gorgon, Victoria. I like one more ongoing. Let me check what the stones do again. The only ongoing stone is the Mind Stone, which I don't think will be very useful for this deck. I mean, I guess you could Mind Stone more Hawkeye cards, but... yeah, I'm liking the speed suggestion. I think that's what we're going to go with. Speed. Yeah, I think this looks good. Seems reasonable. Alright, let's do our marbles game. We had a marbles redeem. For any raiders who aren't familiar, it's something we do here when people redeem the points. Do a little bit of marbles racing with chat. That's what we're gonna do. Race. Let's do Underground Festive Festival. What's up, Talbota? Marblemon Go. Saving up my marble money for the front page tomorrow. It's a move. Yeah, we're front page stream tomorrow, so a lot of new people being here probably. Exclamation mark play to get a marble. Get you one of these fancy marbles. This track is cool looking. Cool looking track. Got some snow on the track. Oh, the marbles have to get into the portal and then go down. Elaborate. Yeah, very Tron vibes. I heard a theory that Ultron isn't the pass card because they think he isn't that good. Yeah, it's very up in the air if the card will be good or not. I'm hoping it's good because I'm excited that it's doing something interesting and different. It is infinitively more interesting than the other cards this season to me. All right, 30-second countdown is a go. Last call to get a marble. You just have to type exclamation mark play in the chat. You have 17 racers lined up. 18. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. No, I don't think those are death lasers. It'd be crazy if they were. I think they are just purely aesthetic. Whoop. Who's gonna be the first one to make it down? Looks like... Who's it gonna be? The marbles are circling. They're doing their dance. Down they go. Freelance Avocado and Knit's Temple in the lead. Although everyone getting slowed down by the little... I don't even know what you call this thing. Oh, they're holding it. They're holding it down. Are they going to go the same way? No, they're going different ways. It's split up. Splitting up and searching for clues. Yeah, it was traffic. Knit's Temple still holding the lead here. Haven't been too many obstacles yet, but I think where people are really going to get caught up is that bit at the end here. We shall see, though. Off they go. Clean entrance here. They're gonna get stuck in the snow, though. The snow can't stop these marbles. They're too determined. Alright, where's the portal going? Portal's going left. One of these is the correct portal. Which one is it? I don't know. Gotta follow the glowing 420 to find out. Up, go marble, go. That wasn't the right one. One of these is going to be the correct one. I think it's going to be the left one. Or it could be the right, though. Let's see. It was the left one. Go, marble, go! Got a few of them here. Oh, Freelance Avocado diving down, but so is Theodorus. It's going to be a photo finish. Theodorus with the W. Big W. Wow, a lot of marbles just died. A lot of marbles just died. Theodorus, congratulations, earning the coveted VIP badge. Enjoy it. And as is tradition, we must sacrifice a lone shatter to appease the marble gods. And today, that's going to be Knit's Temple. Unlucky. So give them your best salute in chat. We salute you, we appreciate you. And your memory will live on in the hearts and minds of chatters everywhere. Good luck. Godspeed. We'll see you on the other side, friend. Thanks for playing. Better luck next time. And that is Marbles. Thanks for playing. I hope you had fun. Back to Snap deck building. So here's what we have so far. We have one Surfer. We're going to do more Surfers. We have a Red Wing with some generation. We have a Thanos deck, which I don't know if this will be any good, but I would really like it to be good because it would be fun and thematic to play Infinity Ultron in Thanos. I do worry, though, that Thanos generally has a pretty big hand size, so I'm a little worried generating the stones might end up being awkward, but We'll see. Do we think we could get away with building a regular Wiccan deck for Infinity Ultron? What do we think about that? Maybe? What are the best stones? Good question. Probably depends on the deck you're building. This stone is like a 3/8 because it's doubling Infinity Ultron. I think he'll be okay, but it's really hard to predict cards like this. The Mind Stone is great if your deck is built with on reveals in mind. How about a more destroy style Thanos and have Angel to help with the hand space? Interesting. We could do, if we did destroy Thanos stuff, we could run Angel for thinning. We could run X-23 for some ramp. Maybe there's something there. So, best stones. This one's great if you're playing on reveals. Soulstone is probably the worst one. Just because most of your decks you aren't going to fill that heavily, I feel like. The Move Stone seems very good. It's a 3/4 that forces one of their cards into the Ultron lane. If you play Power Stone, make him big, and then Infinity Stone a card out of another lane into the Ultron lane is pretty sick. Oh, I wanted to build an Agamotto version. I want to do Agamotto. Quinjet. Sam. We want the king. We want... what else do we want? Probably still Luna. I think Luna's just good to have in these decks. Let's see. What are the Agamotto decks right now? Agamotto. Wow, he really did fall off in terms of play rate. Very few games with Agamotto at high infinite. Let's see. We'll have to build an an Arsham one too, even though Arsham is not nice. Something to try. Probably Gwen Galacta, I guess. Those cards are always good in these types of decks because they're very good image targets. What else do we want? We want 8's not a bad idea, I guess. Give us some more cheap stuff to fill out our curve. We're gonna put in Copycat because it's Infinity Ultron Day. We're gonna put in so in terms of generation, we have Agamotto cards, the Ultron cards. Jug, not a bad idea. A lot of these run Zabu. Because I guess there are 3 hits for it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Zabu's also just good fodder for images. Kate. You know, it's funny you say Kahori because In one of the decks that came up, they are running Kahori. Pretty similar to what we have here. I mean, we could put it in. Do you think it's going to be better than... I think the other card we put in here is like a 3-drop or... Yeah, probably a 3-drop. What 3 would we want here? Do, 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 do. Three drop for this deck. Red Guardian's not bad. I kind of like Jug. But Jug is a bad tempo 3. Do we get any value out of the doubling up on reveals? Yeah, we do with the Agamotto spells, right? That's a pretty good one. Combo. Yep. Oh. We could do Frigga. Although Frigga's a little awkward if we don't find our early game. She's not very good with the Agamotto spells either. Cassandra? Not a bad one. Cassandra's also a good image target usually. Cassandra could be it. Could be Mobius. It's fine. Trying to think what other people are gonna play tomorrow with Infinity Ultron. Like what kind of tech will be useful for us? Oh, will be good Ultron tech. I mean, Gorgon's the nuts, but I don't want to put Gorgon in all of my decks. I don't want to encourage the behavior. Arsham's a high possibility. Maybe I should put Gorgon in all my decks after considering that. I feel like I really want a 3, though. Maybe it's just Red Guardian, because we can, like... It gives us some tech, and you can use Red Guardian against, like, the Luna thing. I can put people in awkward spots sometimes. Oh, you know, it'd be sick. Although it's like way too all in, but it'd be very funny if it worked. If you image an Ultron, and then you got the mainly the doubling stone and like the move stone. Just make like your Ultrons giga tall. And then push stuff into him with the blue stone or winds. That'd be cool. I think this looks pretty reasonable. I'm not 100% sure if this deck needs Zabu, but I think 1-drops are generally better than 2s in here just because of it gives you more image fodder. And you can weave it into your curve more easily. I like how this looks. We'll do the obligatory Arsham deck. I think running the Dooms in this is probably a move. Quinjet. What else do people play in this shit? Fucking... I guess it's luck. I do have to say, it has been very handy having Untapped as someone who previously did not have it. Big fan. Probably Gorgon. Probably Gorgon. We can run Isan. Some fun Isan things. It's not an Arsham deck if we're not running Legion. Maybe we'll run Techless Arsham. Mobius is showing up in a lot of these. One other good 4. Let's see, what do the Doom ones look like nowadays? I don't think anyone's playing them anymore. Well, some people are still playing it, I guess. Very low volume though, but... So they're running some generation. We can do this. Mobius. Alright, we have a deck. Boom. Alright, we're getting a lot of decks together for this guy. They're all pretty different too, which is something I like. Let's try a Wiccan. So we want some generation. So we want Maria. We want... What else? Part of me wants Snowguard, but I'm a little worried that is going to be too hand clogging. Probably just Nico. Nico's usually good. All right, we have our 1s, we have our 2s, we need some 3s. Is it worth running Luna in this deck? As an alternate way to do the Ultron thing. It does also let us go like Wiccan plus 1-drop, which is not bad. Luna it is. And then we need some payoff. You can make this an Isan deck. Isan is one of the top end cards. Because we have Maria, we have Kate, we have Infinity Ultron. We probably need one more generation source. Seems solid. I really want to play Quinjet though, although maybe it's better without it. But I love the idea of Quinjet with the stones. Although if we get rid of Quinjet, we can free up a lot of deck building space. Which is the benefit. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. And then we can run another generator, like Iron Patriot. because I do like having another thing for Isan. Goliath could be another good top end. What else is worth considering? We probably want one more. Do we want one more 3? Probably one more 3 and one more big dude. Maybe. Any of these good with the stones? Could run. I mean, Mockingbird's not a bad option, actually. Just a big body. Doesn't get Shang-Chi'd. We have some card generation to make it cheaper. We have Luna. We have the shield. We have Iron Patriot. We have the stones. We have the arrows. Yeah, maybe it's Bird. Or our other threat. I kind of like having a... I kind of like having another threat that doesn't always cost 6. And then we probably want a 3. 3 for the curve. Pretty excited for this card, though. If nothing else, it should be fun and interesting to mess with. Ooh, wait. 5-head. 5-head. Oh, we aren't running... I was going to say we could White Queen and then we could play their Ultron, but we aren't running Quinjet anymore. So that dream is not very alive. What do we want? Could go with... I need something that's a good Iron Patriot follow-up, I think. So what's a solid Iron Patriot follow-up for this deck? I mean, Glad could be good, but I'm a little worried about playing Glad on Fandy Ultron Day. Jug, true. We could just play Jug. The other thing I like about Jug is we can slam it in the Isan lane when they go to Shang us. Yeah, I think I like that. I like Jug because it doubles as a... We could play it for tempo if we really have to, or we can play it as a late game card. We can pair it with a stone later on. Yeah. I like this. Yeah, it seems good. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 ways to generate stuff for Isan. Kind of wish I had one more way, but I don't think any of the generators are super great on their own. So this is probably fine. Valentina. Yeah, we could consider Valentina. If I was to cut something for it, it'd probably be Gorgon. I think Gorgon's going to get more value, but I feel like that Valentina always gives you a pretty big thing. Because right now, most of the stuff Isan is pulling is like medium-sized, except for Iron Patriot, which can be larger. So maybe Valentina... She gives you... So it costs 4. Yeah, I'm putting Valentina. Fuck it. I think I like that. When does the Valentina variant come out? Is this Rian one? No date though. Oh, this comes out soon. I don't have a variant for this card. Is this a bundle? It is a bundle. $25 bundle. Well, they might tempt me with this one because I like the art. I don't. Valentina is one of the few cards I don't have a variant for, and this one looks pretty cool. I was getting her confused with Victoria hand though, because Victoria has a Rian one that looks really sick. Coming in May. This one. Big fan of this one. It's great. Alright, we've got some pretty good decks together, I feel like. I think we'll build at least another Surfer. But overall, I'm liking how the deck building has gone. Pretty content with it. Got a lot of different things to play, which I think is the important thing. Question is, which of these am I most excited to play? Surfer for sure. I'm very excited to play Surfer. I really like these Isan ideas. I have no idea if they'll be good, but I think they'll be fun. I really want this card to work well. Like, I think he's a fun card. He's just very, you really have to commit to building around him. Or play Arsham. Scream Infinity Ultron. If only. Any list with Penny Parker. Oh, to go like Penny. We could let's see. Penny does give us a way to ramp into him. All right. We have some ramp. What else do we want to do with this? How do we want to build it? We could do Blink. There's another ramp. So Penny gives us essentially a 6 power body. And then we play Ultron on 4. Oh, Quinjet. Quinjet is cool because Jet works with Penny's thing. So when we go, we do some card generation. Strange could be cool once he comes out. I wish there was some way to build Infinity Ultron with old Ultron, but that seems like asking a lot. We need some other stuff to ramp into. I mean, this could also be an Isan deck, I suppose. We probably need like another generation card, but fine. I guess just Iron Patriot or Valentina. Seems okay. we got some ramp. Yeah, I kind of forgot Penny was a thing. I haven't played this card in a minute. What else can we do with this? We probably want some... fours? It's a good 4. We could do... Don't have enough ongoings for Moonstone. I guess we could put in Kahori. We have a good bit of card generation. Kahori is also good with the Mind Stone. Yeah, definitely need more 3s. When in doubt, play the card Copycat for more drones. Or stones. I mean, if we wanted to be a true baller, we'd play Fastos. Fastos, easy, top deck, Ultron, 4 cost, profit. But I'm not that much of a believer, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have enough generation. We need to morph the opponent's Ultron. Yeah, that would be cool. Not sure what I want in this deck. We could run a jug. Shade Out Jug is not great if we don't find the Iron Patriot. I'm just going to grab a Red Guardian. I like Red Guardian and Luna Snow decks. Makari could be interesting to help keep our hand from overloading. Because we do have a lot of generation. 1, 2, 3, 4... We have 5 generation cards. Luckily, most of them are single generation. I want to live the dream of ramp out Isan and get it to get hit by Penny's spider and then move it. That's the dream. And Makari is good with Iron Patriot, too. Because you can just jam the Iron Patriot in the Makari lane. Is there anything else that we'd really want? I mean, this could be a blink deck. We could try and blink Luna, blink into Fanny Ultron or Isan or Kahori. Pretty good targets. Yeah, I'm torn. Threes are always tricky because there are always so many options for good threes. Yeah, maybe we'll try Makari. I like it, how it has Iron Patriot synergy and keeps us from getting overly hand clogged. Although I guess it has negative Kahori synergy, but it's not that big of a deal. Kahori's still a decent body. What's up, Ogene? How's it going? What is this one? Penny. Fanny Ultron. I'd like to see a tech card that denies your opponent from gaining extra energy. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably get something like that at some point. But yeah, I think that's a fine thing. Just have to find... I don't know what the like appropriate cost for that would be. But... Alright, let's do another Surfer. Let's copy Cougar's homework a bit because I like this idea. Although we'll do it a little different. I do like Jet, Snowguard, Moonstone. I think that's cool. Jet, Snow, Moon. Yeah, this is some spice. Honestly, we might just keep it as is. I think he cooked with this. In terms of if you're going to go this direction with it, I think a lot of these card decisions make sense. Yeah, I think I just like this. I think we're just going to import this as a deck. Did I forget? Speed. Speed and some more card. Copycat. Yeah, this looks good. How many decks is that? We have like a Sarah Surfer. We have Cougar's Ongoing Surfer. We have a Red Wing Ramp. We have Thanos Blink. We have a regular Victoria Hand version. We have Agamotto. Penny. Wiccan. And Arsham. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decks. Pretty good. Pretty good. See, these are the types of cards I like when there's a lot more to it's a lot more to think about with the deck building. Let's see. Trying to think if there are any other ways to optimize the stones. Yeah, Firehair had some fun cooks. None were viable. I think there's like one okay Firehair deck. Let's see. Firehair. Why is it in gold? Oh, we're in Conquest. No, no, no. We want to go to this. How do I get out of Conquest? Remove Conquest. Oof. Damn. It's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good for Miss Firehair. Do you think Luna Snow will be a must with Infinity Ultron? I think that Luna Snow will be one of the more played Ultron cards. Yes, I do. Because she's just very clean and one of the only ramp card. She's the least restrictive ramp card that gets him out on turn 4. So, if you are excited for Infinity Ultron and you do not have Luna Snow, I would recommend this. I would personally recommend this if you're planning to jam some Ultron. Solid bundle. Gets you Luna. So the ice border, it is rare. They gave it away, I think during the holidays. I have one on Iceman. I have one on Iceman and one on Doom. And then they fucked up and they gave us, like, we only, I think, got 2 of them, but they fucked up and there was another one, although I might have used it. No, I have 2. I don't remember where these were from, but yeah, they only gave them out like 2 times. And then one of the times it was like event-based and then it doubled the rewards. There was like a bug. So that's why I have these extra ones. Dude, look at all these borders. Overflowing in borders. I love this one. I'm a bit of a border hoarder, as they say. So we got some good brews. Yeah, Firehair, wow. I knew it wasn't great, but Jet probably hard carrying with this one. Fun list. Yeah, you just gotta hoard it. I'm the worst about those single own borders because I want to make sure I use it on the right card. Wow. Man, Firehair really does have it rough, huh? Yeah, I'm very indecisive about it. I don't want to regret it. Oh, it's funny. Like, I have borders on a lot of cards now. How many cards am I missing a variant on? I've been slowly closing the gap on that. Obviously missing it on all the event cards, which I guess has increased the amount. I think outside of the event cards, I have a variant for almost every card. There's like 1 or 2 I don't, I think. 2, because Uncle Ben. Bruce Banner. Don't have one for him yet. Hoping I get that one randomly. Flasher. Yeah, the event cards... Us getting more event cards has significantly upped the amount of cards I'm missing without a variant. I think it's still single digits, though. 5. 6. Yeah, a lot of them were cheaper. 7. Yeah, most of these are event cards. Finally got one for Fastos. I'm at 7. It might just be 7. Yeah, it might be it. Yeah, I guess it's 7. Any 6 drops that I'm missing? Yeah, I guess I'm missing 7. 7 cards without variants, most of which are event cards. If you buy the Luna bundle, does that mean you'll eventually open the base card in snap packs? Well, maybe. But Luna is an older card, so she would be in the cheaper pack. However, I do wonder if they're going to keep that system working the way it is, or if they might change it. Who knows? It would be nice if they made it so those bundles just gave you the base card too. They currently don't, but maybe in the future. But you should have an easier time avoiding her unless you're just ripping the older packs. Because right now, you always have a chance to get one of those cards in the random slot on your Spotlight week, right? Whereas with the collector's packs, you have to choose to go for that pack. And it should be a... Well, I guess it depends on how many you have, how big the pool is, but... I like this Esom variant too. He's pretty good. Alright, I think I'm happy with the decks we built. But yeah, I think if you're interested and excited to play with Infinity Ultron, the Luna bundle is very worth. Let's see what the actual rating was. How did they rate it? Luna Snow bundle. It got 2.5. Let's see. See what Kirilos had to say. The first bundle we'll analyze considering the upcoming Snap Pack system, where a key change for calculating bundles is the replacement of keys with tokens. Under the old system, 2,000 credits would give us 246 collector's tokens, including those a player would receive by opening the Spotlight cache with those credits. Now the number of tokens has increased to 1,314. Which raises the tokens per gold ratio from 0.65 to 0.86. Moreover, there's a difference in the total number of cards you get for resources, but it's not that significant. Comparison with other bundles. This is the What if you don't have Luna Snow? That's the big question. In this case, if you get a variant, you'll be able to play with it instead of the base. Of course, it's already 6 is worth getting the bundle. Yeah, basically, I think if you are someone who doesn't own Luna Snow, it's high value. Yeah. The technology is not advanced in Snap compared to rivals with the physics. They have to up their game. Like right now, there aren't a ton of Luna decks, but I think we're going to see a lot more of them tomorrow with Ultron, which would be cool. I mean, I'm even thinking about it a little bit because I like the variant. I like the border. I don't really care that much for the currency, but I guess I could get this because I'm going to get 6k gold with the bundle tomorrow. So that essentially buys this. Let's look at the other upcoming bundles and see if there's anything else I care about. If there's not, I think I'll get it. Because I do like the variant a lot. Alright, bundles. If I recall correctly, there really aren't any bundles I'm super excited for coming up other than the Rian one. Yeah, I mean, releasing this right before Ultron is a good move, I think. So this is the thing I'm going to pick up for Gore, Rian Gore. Do I care about any of the other stuff? I don't care about the Red Wing bundle. I don't care about the Black Panther one. I know. I'm sad they locked a Rian behind the big money bundle. I think it's the first time they've locked it behind one that expensive. But the stream's been going well, so I can swing it. We got Kate. We got Squirrel Girl. So far, none of these are ones I really need. Ranu Boo, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, Kate's a good pickup. Rocket and Groot didn't make it safely to the bundle before getting nerfed. Pretty deserved nerf, though. And it's a good card still. This variant also fucks. I like this. Leo Chiola. Oh, they did this variant. Cool. I like this one. Haven't seen this one before. I don't think it's out yet. Well, this comes out later. This is the only other bundle I think I'm interested in, but it's a cash bundle. The Scorpion looks cool, but I already have a cool Scorpion. Oh, this is the one for the premium season pass. It's pretty good. White Queen has a lot of good variants, though. Pretty sick, Thena. Not for $100, but still pretty sick. Should variant gold prices be determined by the variant itself or by the artist? By the variant itself, like... I mean, I think I prefer when they do it to the variant itself, but they definitely have artists where they, like, are only 1200s. I think part of the justification in that, at least some of the time, not all the time, is... I think if they commission new art, they're more likely to make it a 1200 because they're like paying for art rather than like just taking a pre-existing thing. Surely they buff Storm before this comes out. Not that anyone needs another Storm variant. Alright, so what I'm seeing is I do not care about any of these bundles except for the one I was already planning to get. I like this Diamondback, but I already have the card, so and I like my variant, so I don't really need that. I will get this because it's another Arrow. Add to the Arrow collection. pretty good. I don't think I've seen this one. Yeah, the Riccardi ones are really good. Don't give them any ideas though. We don't need to be giving them ideas about a tier above 1200s. Oh, they probably will eventually do that. Pixie. Okay. I think I'm sold on the Luna bundle. I have enough gold to get the Rian album. So, it should be good. I don't think I want most of the other stuff here. Sir Hydration Roberts. They're embracing the nickname. It doesn't work. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Who did the Gwen? Let's see. I think I was a new artist. Yo Shimizu. Ah, they did this Mirage and this Speed. I like these. I love the Mirage. This one gives me big Princess Mononoke vibes. Hydra Bob, Yondu, Hood, Death. So this goes through June. Some Venom stuff. This one's kind of cool. Damn, I love this one, but this card is not something I play very much. Oh, doesn't work. I really like the art on this one. John Jiang. Their only art. I wish this card was better. I really do. It's a cool idea for a card. It's just very niche. I think one of the big downsides with it is the fact that unless you're putting it on like a super small card, you get into Shang range. Also being, yeah, like a activate card that's higher cost. Damn, this one's kind of wild. Thunderbolts is soon, isn't it? When does this come out? May 2nd? I've heard a lot of good things leading up to this. Maybe it'll be return to form. Just being a fun movie. It's also so obvious that Taskmaster is going to die. Like, it's just so obvious. The way they've done the trailers and a lot of the other stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure when they showed the casting for like the Doomsday, I'm pretty sure Taskmaster was the only one that wasn't on the cast list. I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill Taskmaster off. Spoilers. It's not even like a hard known thing, but it's so. If you've watched the trailer, I feel like it's so obvious they're gonna. They also had to change how Taskmaster looks because of the skull. They had to like change the design a bit. But yeah, I don't think Taskmaster's gonna make it out of this movie. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. It's pure speculation. But was Taskmaster in the White Widow movie? I didn't or the Black Widow movie. I didn't see that movie. I should probably watch a summary on it before I watch Thunderbolts. I did not watch that one. I'm assuming that's what this is from because the Widow thing is there. But this is a different Taskmaster than this one, right? Like they're different characters. This one's a woman, right? The other one was a dude. Oh no, this is saying someone hopes they return as Taskmaster. Or no, wait. Hold on. Let's see. There's an article. No, he was in Black Widow, but it was a different version of the character, I guess. Why was Taskmaster controversial? Let's see. Taskmaster is a mercenary. Live action Taskmaster. Built to the change of the character's origin. Tied into the larger mythos of the Red Room and the operatives. The version of Taskmaster in the movie has almost no dialogue and nearly no personality. Oh, that's sad. Made sense in the movie. But yeah. I've heard Widow is an alright movie. So I want to know... why there's a new one. There's a major time gap. Taskmaster has seemingly been wandering about the world. Is it the same character? I thought it was a new person. Looks different. It is the same character, huh? It's a very different design. Super different design. But I don't mind how it looks. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I hope this movie's good. I feel like it's the type of movie that will have an easier time. Like, I don't know. All the stuff I've seen about it has made it look pretty decent to me. As someone who hasn't really been super following along with the more recent Marvel movies. I will say, though, no spoilers, because I'm sure not everyone's been caught up, but Daredevil's reaching the end of the season, and man... the difference between the reshoot episodes and the non-reshoot episodes is insane. Like, I shudder to think what that series would have looked like if they did not do the reshoots. Because the bump in quality in, like, the writing, the cinematography, the handling of the characters, it's fucking night and day. If you go and watch episode 7 and then episode 8, the difference is stark. Which are reshot, so... the episodes that had reshoots were episode 1, and then episode 8, and then the finale, which is episode 9. Those are the main ones using, like, mostly reshoot footage, I'm pretty sure. And for me, it was just a very clear difference between episode 7 and episode 8. Like, I think the people who were running it before didn't understand the character well. Like, I've still enjoyed the series, but like it's very clear to me that the people handling it now have a much better understanding of the material than the people who were running it before. Yeah, like not all the episodes that weren't reshot are bad, like, but I think comparatively the ones that were post reshoot were way better. Especially the last one. Like, I think the last episode 8, has been my favorite one of the whole show so far. I really, really liked it. It took me back to what I really enjoyed about like the older Daredevil show. That was, I think, that and episode 1 did a bit of that too. But I think 8 did it the most for me. I really liked it. Yeah, and there's one more episode 9 coming out tomorrow. Exciting. So what better day to don the Daredevil cosplay on stream? I don't know how long I'll last in it, but I'm going to do it for at least some of the stream tomorrow. For the front page stream. Might break out the Doom for a bit too if it's feasible. We'll see. Cosplay streams should be fun for introducing people to the stream. But yeah, I hope this movie does well. I hope it's fun. Because it just... I think... Like, I want more of... I was talking with someone about this a while ago. Infinity Ultron cosplay. That'd be cool. I don't have the materials for that. But that would be cool. Maybe someday. It is a character I would love to do. Because I think Infinity Ultron's design is so cool. I personally love the design of this character. I think this shit rips. Just put 6 colored stickers on my forehead. They're not even on his forehead. He has most of them in the chest. And then the Mind Stone in the head, because, yeah. Easy cosplay. But yeah, I think the design of this character is very cool. I love how he has the big fucking lance, too. I don't know what it is. Something about big lances, I think, are just cool. I'm a fan of the lance. I think this continues to be... I still haven't watched the last season of What If, but this is my favorite thing they did in What If, was Infinity Ultron. Yeah, if you want to check out the decks, I'll drop a link. If you want to see any of the decks I cooked, you can find them all here. We cooked 9 decks. But yeah, we did a Red Wing one. We did a bunch of decks. We have Surfer, Red Wing, Thanos, Victoria, Agamotto, Arshem, Wiccan. We have a lot of decks. I have to decide which of these I want to play first. A lot of choices here. So are you saying you like objects that are phallic-like? Only if they're pointy enough. I think I am going to get the spotlight of this. Let me see. How does it look again? Is Surfer with Magic Cope? No, I haven't built any Magic decks. I think it's a bad time to be a Magic gamer because of Thanos. But maybe you could swing it. Thanos really is the main deck that does location changing. Most of the other decks aren't running it right now, other than, I guess, like Arshem with Legion. Most of the other decks don't have a location changer, so you could probably get away with it if you aren't running into a ton of Thanos. And that would give you more time to do the Ultron thing. We could build one. It'd just be like greedy Surfer, basically, right? So it'd be Ultron, Magic, Luna, Surfer. Playing Magic is Cope. She's only in bad, annoying decks. Yeah, but Magic has great variants, so it's worth coping, you know? Yeah, really the only places where this card sees a ton of play are Clog and Negative, usually, right? But, I mean, if you're dodging Thanos, seems fine. Because Thanos is really the main location changer right now. Have I seen Tokyo Revenger? I do watch anime. I haven't seen that one, though. I've been going through a bunch of... I'm going to butcher this, so I'm just going to look up the show. I've been going through a bunch of Tarkovsky stuff recently. Big fan of this dude. Haven't watched Primal yet. I've been watching through this. This show has been very fun. Symbiotic Titan. A little older, 2010. I was not aware of this when it came out. But it's been fun. It's he has such a interesting style. I love his style of he does fun storytelling, but I love the distinct art style. It's like you always know it's him. I watched Unicorn Warriors Eternal last year. I really liked this. I'd recommend this. People only talk about that one scene from the show. That's how I found out about it. The scene with the woman dancing. Yeah. Johnny Bravo was a fire show. Although I don't think he was involved in that one. I think that was just the same era. He worked on the Powerpuff Girls movie, which was fire. Also, this I didn't. Yeah, he did the 2003 Clone Wars movie. This shit was peak. Animosity. So what if animals could talk? That sounds fun. This shit's fire. If you're like a Star Wars fan at all and have never seen this, it's such a good bridge between episode 2 and 3 that was lacking. Yeah, I just re-downloaded Samurai Jack. I want to rewatch it. I'm going to do that after I watch Primal. Right now I'm watching Symbiotic Titan. When I finish that, I'm going to do Primal, and then I'm going to probably rewatch Samurai Jack. Dude, the General Grievous scene is sick. And I even have... Wait, hold on. I think some of you will appreciate this. It's kind of dusty, but this is my own design. I basically free-formed like part of the crash ship, and so you have fucking General Grievous fighting the other Jedi. You even have the dude who's like in the sand. But yeah, this was like a free-form design I did. I was really pleased with how it came out. You got the clones. Not hard to show, but you get the idea. It's funny, in that the dude who gets dunked into the sand, canonically, he looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and his name was actually Shaggy. So very obviously a Shaggy reference, which I thought was neat. But yeah, I used to do a few of these like little Lego miniatures. I have a few of them for there's some designs which I didn't do myself that I got for like the older movies. Like I have one where it's like Obi-Wan hanging on the thing in Camino with Jango Fett. And then I have one I did myself of the library scene where the Jedi are fighting the clones and Anakin's walking up the stairs. And it's fun because you can make you can do a lot on like a small little base plate, because like Legos are expensive. So to me, instead of doing like some big project, which I clearly do not have the room for, doing like these little small ones that are like their own self-contained little dioramas, I found to be a lot of fun. I haven't made one in a while, but here, I'll show it's probably the library one's a bit too detailed to show well, but I think the clone one should be cool to see. It was a real simple build, but I really love how it came out. You got him going up the stairs, and you got all the clones walking up behind him, and it's like staggered. You even have the little statues with the lightsabers. I really like how it came out. Pretty pleased with them. Yeah, I got into a whole like phase of doing this. I need to clean them though. There's so much dust. You accumulate so much dust. I have a whole, like, back behind me, I have a whole setup of on the top it's the Cantina set, and then I built a whole thing around it, and then below it I have a Clone Wars one. I use the Battle Pack ones, because when I built that, the Battle Pack was still relatively newer. That's actually what got me to do it, was because it was kind of cheap to get the clones. But yeah, I have a big soft spot for Lego Star Wars. Loved that shit growing up, and I got back into it like a couple years ago. I actually have those helmet ones for... I have the Rex one and the Boba Fett one, but I haven't built them yet. I don't really have a good space to put them. I have some rare figures too, which are kind of cool. I built these little... So it's like a stand for like minifigure displays. And I have some cool ones on here. We have like the Chrome Stormtrooper. We have the oh, this one was fucking bread. The dude who has the Darksaber in Clone Wars, whose name I'm forgetting. Darth Maul with like the robo legs. One of the dudes from the Sith from the Old Republic. I was really into it for a bit. I slowed down because it cost money and I was running out of space. If I'm a new player and don't have any of the Spotlight cash cards, should I just roll keys or wait until snap packs? I think it depends on what you're interested in playing. Traditionally, as a new player, if you're missing most of the cards, if you're getting like all new cards out of a week, that's pretty good. But cards are only good if you're going to actually play them. So I would let that inform your decision a bit. If we look at the schedule, I can give some base recommendations just looking at it. Like this week, I don't think this week is amazing because this card's kind of mid but okay. This card's okay but doesn't see a lot of play, and Bob's pretty good. But I think next week is better just because Cannonball is really good with Scream. I think Infinity Ultron will be good, but even if he isn't good, I think he'll be fun. And then Pixie's okay. Not a all-star, but not a bad card to have. Fun to build around. And then Speed and US Agent are really good as well. So I think if you're picking out of these weeks, unless you're a huge move fan, like if you think you're going to like regular move stuff, this week is very good. Note, if you want this week, don't update your game right away, because that comes out the day the packs come out. But yeah, I think if you have some keys saved up, these aren't bad weeks to consider, depending on what you like to play. When is the Lego stream happening? That'd be fun. That would be fun. If they drop another really good Lego game, it could happen. But none of the modern ones have enticed me, other than the Skywalker Saga was good. It wasn't as good as the original, like, complete saga Lego Star Wars, but it was good in its own right. That's a high bar. I don't think they're ever going to make one that is better than that game. Partly because of nostalgia, but the quality on those games was fire. I played them so many times. You know, Lego Fortnite, I tried that for a little bit when it came out, actually. It didn't click with me like I had hoped it would. Yeah. It did not click with me. But yeah, those are probably what I recommend for the Spotlight weeks. Basically, if you can get like 2 or more cards you are interested in, it's a good Spotlight week and worth opening for before the packs. That's my rule of thumb. If you're getting 2 or more cards and you actually want to play those cards, that's good. But if you're not interested in playing the cards, then yeah, it doesn't matter very much. I'm pumped for this card, though. We'll be doing a long stream tomorrow for Infinity Ultron. I'm going to be starting a little earlier, so we're going to start at like 11. That's when my front page stream starts. And yeah, it'll be fun. Long stream. So it's a good thing we cooked a bunch of decks, so that way we have stuff to play. Did I finish building this? I did not. We were building a magic one. We're doing magic. Maybe we should do one without. We should go no brood, which even it's kind of blasphemy in Surfer, but if we want to be truly a greedy Surfer. Let's see. Probably this. Chug usually isn't as good in these greedy ones. Frigga could be alright in a greedy Surfer deck, maybe. Get another copy of one of the stones. Copycat for sure. And maybe we do have to run Brood. It's just too good. Galacta. Probably need another 2-drop. 2 2s. What do we want for other 2-drop? I don't think we want Sam because too much board space. Could just be an Iron Patriot. What's up, Boom Bounce? How's it going? I'm good. We're just finishing up some deck building for tomorrow's card. Looking forward to it. I still can't get over how I was so excited for the first Ghost Rider, and that card ended up being so ass. So incredibly ass. Tomorrow's Infinity Ultron, baby. Infinity Ultron is gonna save us from the boring card releases we've had. Hopefully. I guess I could just jam in a Rocket, and we could jam in. Just go Forge Shaw. What's up, Ombre? If we want to get extra spicy, we could have a Nocturne in our deck. Economy reworks soon too, yeah. Economy reworks in, what, like 2 weeks? 2 weeks from tomorrow. It's coming up. Yeah, 29th. Will be cool. I was talking about it earlier, but I'm wondering if they're going to do much of a marketing push, because you would think with the new packs, they would do a marketing push to kind of get people back into the game. But the main reason I'm unsure if they will or not is because my understanding is most of the times they did marketing stuff in the past, it was all through Newverse. Like even when I did a sponsored stream for Snap back when the PC client came out, and every time we've done a sponsored thing, it's always been through Newverse. So I wonder if they have that set up to do that in-house yet. I mean, they could always get if they really want to do it, you can always hire a company to do that and run it for you. There's a thing people do, but I feel like they should do that. I just have no idea if they are or are not going to do it, because I haven't heard anything about it. But I hope they do, because it seems like a good time to do that. So we have 2 slots left. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. I hope it's a good one. What's up, Ironside? Yeah, it might just be Shaw plus... I could put Killmonger in here too. Killmonger Nova. We had one yesterday. Well, happy belated. Does Killmonger help me very much? Makes I feel that do be how it goes, don't it? I'm turning 29 this year. Feels old, man. Coming up on the big 3-0. That's gonna be something. That's gonna be something. It only goes by quicker. That's how it feels. Yeah, we built a lot of decks for Mr. Infinity Ultron. I'm looking forward to him. Maybe it is... Is it ever... It's probably just Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man, because it's good with Brood, it's good with Surfer, good with Magic. And then we need one more card. It probably should be a 2-drop. But none of the 2-drops seem that appealing to me. Agent's okay. I guess it could just be Forge. Oh, Penny, yeah. Yeah, we could use Penny as another ramper. I like that. Penny is another way to get Ultron out early. Sure. All right, 10 decks. We have 10 decks. Look at all these decks. If you haven't seen the decks, you can find them here. We'll be playing them tomorrow. I will be going live before the release, so we'll be streaming before that, because my start time for the front page is 11. So we'll have a couple hours of gaming. Probably just jamming. Probably be jamming some more of this deck, which I played today and had fun with. I had a lot of fun with this deck, actually. It was cool playing a Bishop deck again. I miss Bishop, Monkey, Mysterio. I like all of these cards. So, made me happy playing this again. Rocket and Groot's probably the flex slot, but he was pretty good. He had some good moments. So, I'll play that some more tomorrow. To figure out what else I want to jam tomorrow. I need to make some space. I should do that right now. Let's free up some space. Delete some decks. Nice. It's a good day to be off. You have some fun with the new card. It's personally my most hyped card of the season. I'm not confident it's gonna be the nuts like it could be, but I think if nothing else, it'll be very fun, which is really what I'm looking for. So far, the cards this season have not been very fun to build around for me. Like, this card's okay, but kind of mid. Goliath is a great card that just doesn't doesn't really require any thought investment. Oh yeah, we get his variant this week, don't we? It's weird when they delay the variant, but he has a good variant coming this week. And then Kahori, yeah, Kahori's okay, but wasn't really big for building around. I did have some fun playing this. It's certainly not optimal, but if you like just messing around with the buff archetype, I had some fun. It's basically a Silver Surfer deck that's not running Silver Surfer. Instead just doing the buff stuff. Would this deck be better if you cut out Captain Carter and put in Silver Surfer? Probably. But this has been a fun way to play the card for me. All in on the buff train. What was this? Yeah, I can delete that. I play some of this tomorrow too. I actually, I've really liked I like what the Surtur deck has turned into. Like this type of deck is so much more interesting to me than the old version, where it was like, oh, play big guys, protect big guys, win game. This deck has a lot of big dudes, but you aren't able to run protection. So there's a trade-off. But I kind of like what that does for this deck, because it puts it in an interesting spot. Like, if Shang decks aren't a big part of the meta, this deck can rise up and really outpower a lot of other decks. And then if Shang decks swoop in, it'll probably, you know, be less popular. Though you can win through Shang sometimes. I finally gave these cards some borders because I had them sitting around. But I actually really liked this deck. I think the only other Surtur deck I liked more than this one was the old Heimdall one. But that's when Surtur was really broken. I was trying some Sarah Monkey stuff, but I think the deck we were playing is just better than Monkey. Oh, I was playing some of this. This deck's so copium, but it was fun. I had some fun doing some Black Knight stuff, but very, very clunky deck, unfortunately. Fun when it works, though. But I'll get rid of it for more space. Alright, that gave me a good amount of space for new decks tomorrow. Alright. Well, I've been streaming for about 6 hours, and I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna go eat. But I will find someone to send y'all over to. Again, we'll be starting the stream a little early tomorrow, and it'll be a long stream tomorrow, so should be fun. Thanks for hanging out, though. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a follow. Lets you know when I go live and all that good stuff. And yeah, be here tomorrow. Tomorrow will be fun special stream with the fun card. Good stuff. Alright, we're gonna go to... I'm gonna pick a random person. We'll do... this person. Show him some love. Say what up for me. Or, that's the wrong command. Raid. They're playing high ladder surfers, so show them some love. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.